Tuesday morning, the city hums beyond the glass. People hurry toward their destinations, while the early hours quietly pass. Inside the corner cafe on Main Street, the air is warm with roasted beans. Sunlight dances across the tabletops like something from an old movie scene. The piano plays beside the window, a melody both sweet and slow, and every note seems to be floating in the golden afterglow. A waitress smiles while carrying lattes to familiar faces she knows by name. And somehow every single morning feels different, yet the same. There's a comfort in the ordinary that money could never buy. A cup of coffee, a gentle song, and sunlight from the sky. At the corner cafe at 9:30, the world feels perfectly aligned. Coffee cups and jazz melodies leave all the rushing far behind. Every chord shines like a sunrise, every rhythm flows like wine. Life feels softer, warmer, brighter at the corner cafe at 9:30. A young man sits with headphones resting around his neck, but not his ears. He listens to the room around him more than anything he hears. An artist sketches little strangers in a notebook worn with age, turning ordinary moments into pictures on a page. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a cobblestone lane, and the guitar softly answers like sunshine after rain. Even silence has a rhythm in the clinking cups and spoons, blending with the jazz so gently like a lazy afternoon. Time seems lighter here somehow, like a feather on the breeze. Every heartbeat finds a slower pace, every thought arrives with ease. At the corner cafe at 9:30, the world feels perfectly aligned. Coffee cups and jazz melodies leave all the rushing far behind. Every chord shines like a sunrise, every rhythm flows like wine. Life feels softer, warmer, brighter at the corner cafe at 9:30. Outside the clouds begin to gather, casting shadows on the street. But inside the room stays glowing, wrapped in music calm and sweet. The scent of cinnamon and vanilla drifts softly from the kitchen door, and the melody keeps wandering to places it's never been before. A little girl swings her feet beneath her chair while sipping chocolate from a mug. Her laughter the missing piece, always searching for a reason, never searching for some peace. Now I find it in the music, in the steam above a cup, in the glow upon the hardwood floor as the sunlight rises up. Maybe joy is not a destination, maybe it was here all along, hidden in a neighborhood cafe, inside a simple song. At the corner cafe at 9:30, the world feels perfectly aligned. Coffee cups and jazz melodies leave all the rushing far behind. Every chord shines like a sunrise, every rhythm flows like wine. Life feels softer, warmer, brighter at the corner cafe at 9:30. 9:30. Stay a little while. The city keeps on moving, but the melody remains like sunlight on an empty table, or the sound of gentle rain. The morning came with lavender colors, spilling softly through the glass, turning shadows into paintings as another day began to pass. Coffee steam rose toward the ceiling like a slow and drifting cloud, and the room was filled with silence, gentler than the city sound. The chairs were waiting by the tables, like old friends prepared to stay, while the piano played a melody to welcome in the day. A newspaper lay forgotten beside a half-finished cup, and the sunlight touched the pages as the world was waking up. There was nowhere I needed to be, nothing calling me away, only music, light and coffee in the calmness of the day. Lavender mornings and empty cups scattered across the room. Every note the piano whispers feels like flowers coming into bloom. The jazz drifts slow as a river beneath the golden sky above. Lavender mornings and empty cups filled with little pieces of love. Someone smiled across the counter, someone waved before they left, someone sat alone and someone and the brushes painted silver circles underneath the gentle beat. Outside, bicycles rolled past slowly, leaves were dancing in the breeze. But inside the cafe's heartbeat moved with effortless ease. The scent of cinnamon and espresso floated softly through the air, wrapping every conversation in a warmth beyond compare. Maybe time slows down on purpose in places built for dreaming hearts, where melodies and memories never really drift apart. Lavender mornings and empty cups scattered across the room. Every note the piano whispers feels like flowers coming into bloom. The jazz drifts slow as a river beneath the golden sky above. Lavender mornings and empty cups filled with little pieces of love. Hours melted into sunlight like ice dissolving in a glass, and nobody seemed concerned about how quickly time might pass. The room became a living story told through laughter, notes, and light. Every table held a memory, every window framed the sky. I watched reflections on the hardwood move along the polished floor, like they had their own direction towards somewhere worth searching for. And the music kept unfolding like a road without an end, a quiet conversation between strangers and old friends. Maybe all the things that matter cannot ever be defined. Maybe they exist in moments that we carry in our minds. I used to think that happiness was waiting somewhere far away, beyond the trains and crowded highways, beyond another busy day. But now I find it in the stillness of a simple melody, in the warmth of shared existence and a fresh brewed cup of coffee, in the sunlight on the tabletops, in the rhythm of the rain, in a song that softly lingers long after the final refrain. Lavender mornings and empty cups scattered across the room. Every note the piano whispers feels like flowers coming into bloom. The jazz drifts slow as a river beneath the golden sky above. Lavender mornings and empty cups filled with little pieces of love. Lavender mornings and empty cups. Stay a little longer now. Leave your glow upon the window, leave your warmth upon my soul. Every chord becomes a memory, every smile a work of art. Lavender mornings and empty cups leave their echoes in my heart. Lavender mornings. The chairs grow empty through the afternoon. like a painting made of gold, landing softly on the tabletops, and stories waiting to be told. Coffee cups are lined like little treasures along the polished wooden bar, while sleepy conversations wander like echoes traveling from afar. The piano starts a quiet melody that dances through the room, and every note feels warm and weightless, like flowers learning how to bloom. A newspaper rests beside the window, unread upon a chair, as sunlight slowly fills the spaces with a tenderness so rare. Outside, the city keeps on turning, chasing places left to go. But inside this tiny cafe, everything moves soft and slow. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Someone smiles across the counter, someone waves before they leave, someone sits and watches raindrops on the flowers by the street. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a country road, and the brushes paint the silence with a calm and steady flow. Fresh croissants cool beside the kitchen, their aroma fills the air, mixing with the sound of laughter and the music everywhere. Even strangers seem connected for a little while somehow, sharing space beneath the melody and the sunlight shining down. Time becomes a softer language spoken only in this room, where the coffee never rushes and the melodies still bloom. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Hours drift like tiny sailboats across a quiet golden sea, and the room becomes a postcard from the life I wanna keep outside. Traffic lights are changing, people hurry down the street, The rhythm in this cafe makes the rushing feel incomplete. There are moments that arrive so gently you almost let them pass, like reflections in a coffee cup or sunlight through the glass. Yet somehow they become the memories that stay the longest in the end, like a favorite melody returning or the voice of an old friend. Maybe happiness is hidden in the ordinary things, a warm mug held between two hands, and the comfort music brings. I used to think that beautiful things were waiting somewhere far away, beyond the cities and the highways, beyond another crowded day. But now I find them in the stillness of a simple cafe song, in the glow of morning sunlight, and a place where I belong. Every chord feels like a photograph, every rhythm feels like home, and for a little while the world feels kinder than I've ever known. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine, between coffee and sunshine. Morning lingers in the air, like a dream that doesn't vanish, like a song beyond compare. Every smile becomes a treasure, every second feels divine. Life feels alive. The morning opens like a story, written in a golden hue. Sunlight spills across the cafe, painting everything anew. Coffee cups line up like memories, waiting patiently in rows, while the scent of roasted sweetness through the quiet room still flows. There's an old clock near the counter, ticking softly in the air, but nobody seems to notice, no one really seems to care. The piano plays a gentle answer to the daylight shining through, and the melody keeps floating like the sky beyond the blue. The world outside keeps moving faster, chasing places yet unknown, but inside this little cafe, every heart can rest a while. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly softly as the flow. Someone's reading by the doorway, lost inside a favorite page. Someone's writing down reflections like an artist on a stage. Someone waits for conversation. Someone waits for love to start. Someone simply sits in silence, listening closely to their heart. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a quiet lane, and the brushes paint soft patterns like the rhythm of the rain. Every table holds a moment, every chair a passing scene, like 1,000 tiny stories living in the in-between. And the room becomes a picture made of music, light and steam, like a place that only exists somewhere deep inside a dream. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Hours drift like autumn feathers, floating slowly through the day. And before I even notice, half the morning slips away. Outside, engines hum like thunder, people hurry down the street. But the music here reminds me life can still be soft and sweet. There is beauty in simplicity, in a cup held with two hands, in a quiet conversation no one ever really plans. There is comfort in the stillness that the melody creates, like a warm familiar shelter waiting just beyond the gates. Maybe joy is not a treasure hidden somewhere far away. Maybe joy is in the moments that we almost miss each day. When the sunlight starts to wander and the shadows stretch and bend, the music keeps on whispering like a trusted lifelong friend. Every chord becomes a memory, every rhythm leaves a trace. Every melody keeps living long after it leaves this place. Maybe all the things that matter cannot really be possessed. They're the moments that arrive when the heart is fully at rest. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Morning melody and coffee skies stay with me a little more, like reflections on the hardwood or footprints on the cafe floor. Every chatter drifting through the breeze. Sunlight settles on the empty tables and dances softly with the falling leaves. The cafe opens to a brand new story. The scent of coffee fills the air, while quiet melodies from the piano float gently everywhere. A barista hums a familiar rhythm as cups are lined along the shelf, and for a little while the world seems content, just being itself. The city stretches far beyond the window, but it feels so distant from this place. Here the hours move a little slower, and every moment carries grace. No alarms, no deadlines waiting, no reason left to run, just the warmth of music playing and the promise of the sun. This is a song for slow mornings, for coffee cups and golden light, for melodies that stay beside you long after saying goodnight. This is a song for quiet moments, for hearts learning to unwind, where the piano paints emotions across the corners of the mind. Someone reads a book near the window, turning pages one by one. Someone watches little shadows moving slowly with the sun. Someone writes a note to somebody they haven't seen for years, while the melody keeps flowing through memories and tears. The bass walks softly through the harmony like footsteps through a dream, and the guitar adds gentle colors to the sunlight's golden beam. Even silence sounds like music in a room like this somehow, where every little detail matters more than tomorrow does right now. Maybe peace is not a destination, maybe it was always here, hidden in the sound of laughter and the music we can hear. This is a song for slow mornings, for coffee cups and golden light, for melodies that stay beside you long after saying goodnight. This is a song for quiet moments, for hearts learning to unwind, where the piano paints emotions across the corners of the mind. The morning slowly turns chase ambitions down avenues and crowded roads. But here the music carries burdens and gently lightens every load. A couple laughs beside the counter, an old friend waves before he leaves. And somehow all these passing moments feel more precious than they seem. The sunlight now rests on the floorboards like a painting made of gold. And every chord the piano whispers feels timeless and untold. Life is often made of fragments, tiny pieces of a day, yet these are the ones we remember long after they've slipped away. I used to think that happiness was hidden somewhere far ahead, beyond the trains and crowded stations, beyond the paths I hadn't tread. But now I find it in the stillness, in the warmth of coffee steam, in the sound of jazz unfolding like a half-forgotten dream, in the glow upon the tabletops, in the kindness of a smile, in a melody that softly says, you can stay a little while. This is a song for slow mornings, for coffee cups and golden light, for melodies that stay beside you long after saying goodnight. This is a song for quiet moments, for hearts learning to unwind, where the piano paints emotions across the corners of the mind. This is a song for slow mornings, for days that ask for nothing. There's a little cafe on Willow Lane, where the mornings always seem to stay. Sunlight gathers on the wooden tables and slowly chases all the clouds away. The smell of coffee fills the silence like an old familiar melody, and every corner of the room is glowing with a quiet kind of harmony. The barista smiles and greets the regulars like old friends returning home again, while the piano near the window starts to softly play a gentle refrain. Outside the city starts awakening, cars and bicycles begin to move, but inside these walls the world feels lighter, swaying to a slower groove. And I don't know where the hours go when the music fills the air. Maybe time forgets to move in places made of comfort, light and care. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar deep at a distant sea. Someone hums along with the piano without realizing the melody. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful road. And the brushes paint the rhythm with a touch both warm and old. Steam rises from ceramic coffee cups like tiny clouds that slowly disappear. And every laugh becomes a memory that somehow feels so sincere. Maybe happiness is hidden in the smallest things we find. A quiet room, a favorite song, and a peaceful state of mind. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. The sunlight slowly climbs the walls, touching photographs and shelves. And for a little while it feels like nobody needs to be anywhere else. The sound of turning pages mingles with the clinking of porcelain, creating its own kind of rhythm that settles softly deep within. Outside, people rush toward tomorrow, chasing dreams they cannot see. But inside this little cafe, life unfolds so naturally. There's no need for grand adventures or stories meant to impress. Sometimes beauty lives in moments wrapped in quiet tenderness. And the music keeps reminding me of things I often leave behind. How peace can live inside a morning when the heart is unconfined. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. Maybe all the world's great wonders are not as far as people say. Maybe they exist in moments that quietly arrive each day. In the scent of fresh espresso, in the beam of golden sun, in a melody that lingers long after the song is done. Maybe joy is not a destination waiting somewhere down the road. Maybe it is simply learning how to lighten up the load. In the little cafe on Willow Lane seems to understand somehow how to make a fleeting moment feel eternal in the now. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story. We're past 9 on a Tuesday morning. city hums beyond the glass. People hurry toward their destinations, while the early hours quietly pass. Inside the corner cafe on Main Street, the air is warm with roasted beans. Sunlight dances across the tabletops like something from an old movie scene. The piano plays beside the window, a melody both sweet and slow, and every note seems to be floating in the golden afterglow. A waitress smiles while carrying lattes to familiar faces she knows by name. And somehow every single morning feels different, yet the same. There's a comfort in the ordinary that money could never buy. A cup of coffee, a gentle song, and sunlight from the sky. At the corner cafe at 9:30, the world feels perfectly aligned. Coffee cups and jazz melodies leave all the rushing far behind. Every chord shines like a sunrise, every rhythm flows like wine. Life feels softer, warmer, brighter at the corner cafe at 9:30. A young man sits with headphones resting around his neck, but not his ears. He listens to the room around him more than anything he hears. An artist sketches little strangers in a notebook worn with age, turning ordinary moments into pictures on a page. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a cobblestone lane, and the guitar softly answers like sunshine after rain. Even silence has a rhythm in the clinking cups and spoons, blending with the jazz so gently like a lazy afternoon. Time seems lighter here somehow, like a feather on the breeze. Every heartbeat finds a slower pace, every thought arrives with ease. At the corner cafe at 9:30, the world feels perfectly aligned. Coffee cups and jazz melodies leave all the rushing far behind. Every chord shines like a sunrise, every rhythm flows like wine. Life feels softer, warmer, brighter at the corner cafe at 9:30. Outside, the clouds begin to gather, casting shadows on the street. But inside, the room stays glowing, wrapped in music calm and sweet. The scent of cinnamon and vanilla drifts softly from the kitchen door, and the melody keeps wandering to places it's never been before. A little girl swings her feet beneath her chair while sipping chocolate from a mug. Her laughter joins the rhythm like a note perfectly sung. chase tomorrow like it held the missing piece. Always searching for a reason, never searching for some peace. Now I find it in the music, in the steam above a cup, in the glow upon the hardwood floor as the sunlight rises up. Maybe joy is not a destination, maybe it was here all along, hidden in a neighborhood cafe, inside a simple song. At the corner cafe at 9:30, the world feels perfectly aligned. Coffee cups and jazz melodies leave all the rushing far behind. Every chord shines like a sunrise, every rhythm flows like wine. Life feels softer, warmer, brighter at the corner cafe at 9:30. 9:30. Stay a little while. The city keeps on moving, but the melody remains like sunlight on an empty table, or the sound of gentle rain. The morning came with lavender colors, spilling softly through the glass, turning shadows into paintings as another day began to pass. Coffee steam rose toward the ceiling like a slow and drifting cloud, and the room was filled with silence, gentler than the city sound. The chairs were waiting by the tables like old friends prepared to stay, while the piano played a melody to welcome in the day. A newspaper lay forgotten beside a half-finished cup, and the sunlight touched the pages as the world was waking up. There was nowhere I needed to be, nothing calling me away, only music, light and coffee in the calmness of the day. Lavender mornings and empty cups scattered across the room. Every note the piano whispers feels like flowers coming into bloom. The jazz drifts slow as a river beneath the golden sky above. Lavender mornings and empty cups filled with little pieces of love. Someone smiled across the counter, someone waved before they left, someone sat alone and somehow made the room feel less bereft. The bass kept walking through the harmony like footsteps down a quiet street, and the brushes painted silver circles underneath the gentle beat. Outside, bicycles rolled past slowly, leaves were dancing in the breeze. But inside the cafe's heartbeat moved with effortless ease. The scent of cinnamon and espresso floated softly through the air, wrapping every conversation in a warmth beyond compare. Maybe time slows down on purpose in places built for dreaming hearts, where melodies and memories never really drift apart. Lavender mornings and empty cups scattered across the room. Every note the piano whispers feels like flowers coming into bloom. The jazz drifts slow as a river beneath a golden sky above. Lavender mornings and empty cups filled with little pieces of love. Hours melted into sunlight like ice dissolving in a glass, and nobody seemed concerned about how quickly time might pass. The room became a living story told through laughter, notes, and light. Every table held a memory, every window framed the sky. I watched reflections on the hardwood move along the polished floor, like they had their own direction towards somewhere worth searching for. And the music kept unfolding like a road without an end, a quiet conversation between strangers and old friends. Maybe all the things that matter cannot ever be defined. Maybe they exist in moments that we carry in our minds. I used to think that happiness was waiting somewhere far away, beyond the trains and crowded highways, beyond another busy day. But now I find it in the stillness of a simple melody, in the warmth of shared existence and a fresh brewed cup of coffee, in the sunlight on the tabletops, in the rhythm of the rain, in a song that softly lingers long after the final refrain. morning slips through open curtains like a painting made of gold, landing softly on the tabletops, and stories waiting to be told. Coffee cups are lined like little treasures along the polished wooden bar, while sleepy conversations wander like echoes traveling from afar. The piano starts a quiet melody that dances through the room, and every note feels warm and weightless, like flowers learning how to bloom. A newspaper rests beside the window, unread upon a chair, as sunlight slowly fills the spaces with a tenderness so rare. Outside, the city keeps on turning, chasing places left to go. But inside this tiny cafe, everything moves soft and slow. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Someone smiles across the counter, someone waves before they leave, someone sits and watches raindrops on the flowers by the street. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a country road, and the brushes paint the silence with a calm and steady flow. Fresh croissants cool beside the kitchen, their aroma fills the air, mixing with the sound of laughter and the music everywhere. Even strangers seem connected for a little while somehow, sharing space beneath the melody and the sunlight shining down. Time becomes a softer language spoken only in this room, where the coffee never rushes and the melodies still bloom. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine. Hours drift outside. Traffic lights are changing, people hurry down the street. But the rhythm in this cafe makes the rushing feel incomplete. There are moments that arrive so gently you almost let them pass, like reflections in a coffee cup or sunlight through the glass. Yet somehow they become the memories that stay the longest in the end, like a favorite melody returning or the voice of an old friend. Maybe happiness is hidden in the ordinary things, a warm mug held between two hands, and the comfort music brings. I used to think that beautiful things were waiting somewhere far away, beyond the cities and the highways, beyond another crowded day. But now I find them in the stillness of a simple cafe song, in the glow of morning sunlight, and a place where I belong. Every chord feels like a photograph, every rhythm feels like home, and for a little while the world feels kinder than I've ever known. Between coffee and sunshine, there's a place my heart can stay, where the jazz floats like a feather and the worries fade away. Every note becomes a memory, every chord begins to shine. Life feels a little sweeter between coffee and sunshine, between coffee and sunshine. Morning lingers in the air, like a dream that doesn't vanish, like a song beyond compare. Every smile becomes a treasure, every second feels divine. Life feels alive. The morning opens like a story, written in a golden hue. Sunlight spills across the cafe, painting everything anew. Coffee cups line up like memories, waiting patiently in rows, while the scent of roasted sweetness through the quiet room still flows. There's an old clock near the counter, ticking softly in the air, but nobody seems to notice, no one really seems to care. The piano plays a gentle answer to the daylight shining through, and the melody keeps floating like the sky beyond the blue. The world outside keeps moving faster, chasing places yet unknown, but inside this little cafe, every heart can rest a while. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly reflections, like an artist on a stage. Someone waits for conversation, someone waits for love to start. Someone simply sits in silence, listening closely to their heart. The bass keeps walking through the harmony, like footsteps down a quiet lane. And the brushes paint soft patterns, like the rhythm of the rain. Every table holds a moment, every chair a passing scene, like 1,000 tiny stories living in the in-between. And the room becomes a picture made of music, light and steam, like a place that only exists somewhere deep inside a dream. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Slowly through the day, and before I even notice, half the morning slips away. Outside, engines hum like thunder, people hurry down the street. But the music here reminds me life can still be soft and sweet. There is beauty in simplicity, in a cup held with two hands, in a quiet conversation no one ever really plans. There is comfort in the stillness that the melody creates, like a warm familiar shelter waiting just beyond the gates. Maybe joy is not a treasure hidden somewhere far away. Maybe joy is in the moments that we almost miss each day. When the sunlight starts to wander and the shadows stretch and bend, the music keeps on whispering like a trusted lifelong friend. Every chord becomes a memory, every rhythm leaves a trace. Every melody keeps living long after it leaves this place. Maybe all the things that matter cannot really be possessed. They're the moments that arrive when the heart is fully at rest. Morning melody and coffee skies fill the air with shades of gold. Every note becomes a daydream, every story gets retold. The piano sings beside the window while the sunlight slowly grows. Morning melody and coffee skies move as softly as the flow. Morning melody and coffee skies stay with me a little more, like reflections on the hardwood or footprints on the cafe floor. Every chord becomes a treasure, every smile a work of art. Morning melody and coffee skies leave their echoes in my heart. Coffee skies and morning light. Let the melody a hurry, like a letter drifting through the breeze. Sunlight settles on the empty tables and dances softly with the falling leaves. The cafe opens to a brand new story. The scent of coffee fills the air, while quiet melodies from the piano float gently everywhere. A barista hums a familiar rhythm as cups are lined along the shelf. And for a little while the world seems content, just being itself. The city stretches far beyond the window, but it feels so distant from this place. Here the hours move a little slower, and every moment carries grace. No alarms, no deadlines waiting, no reason left to run, just the warmth of music playing and the promise of the sun. This is a song for slow mornings, for coffee cups and golden light, for melodies that stay beside you long after saying goodnight. This is a song for quiet moments, for hearts learning to unwind, where the piano paints emotions across the corners of the mind. Someone reads a book near the window, turning pages one by one. Someone watches little shadows moving slowly with the sun. Someone writes a note to somebody they haven't seen for years, while the melody keeps flowing through memories and tears. The bass walks softly through the harmony like footsteps through a dream, and the guitar adds gentle colors to the sunlight's golden beam. Even silence sounds like music in a room like this somehow, where every little detail matters more than tomorrow does right now. Maybe peace is not a destination, maybe it was always here, hidden in the sound of laughter and the music we can hear. This is a song for slow mornings, for coffee cups and golden light, for melodies that stay beside you long after saying goodnight. This is a song for quiet moments, for hearts learning to unwind, where the piano paints emotions across the corners of the mind. nobody seems aware. The room remains wrapped in a feeling too beautiful to compare. Outside, people chase ambitions down avenues and crowded roads, but here the music carries burdens and gently lightens every load. A couple laughs beside the counter, an old friend waves before he leaves, and somehow all these passing moments feel more precious than they seem. The sunlight now rests on the floorboards like a painting made of gold, and every chord the piano whispers feels timeless and untold. Life is often made of fragments, tiny pieces of a day, yet these are the ones we remember long after they've slipped away. I used to think that happiness was hidden somewhere far ahead, beyond the trains and crowded stations, beyond the paths I hadn't tread. But now I find it in the stillness, in the warmth of coffee steam, in the sound of jazz unfolding like a half-forgotten dream, in the glow upon the tabletops, in the kindness of a smile, in a melody that softly says, you can stay a little while. This is a song for slow mornings, for coffee cups and golden light, for melodies that stay beside you long after saying goodnight. This is a song for quiet moments, for hearts learning to unwind, where the piano paints emotions across the corners of the mind. This is a song for slow mornings, for days that ask for nothing. There's a little cafe on Willow Lane, where the mornings always seem to stay. Sunlight gathers on the wooden tables and slowly chases all the clouds away. The smell of coffee fills the silence like an old familiar melody, and every corner of the room is glowing with a quiet kind of harmony. The barista smiles and greets the regulars like old friends returning home again, while the piano near the window starts to softly play a gentle refrain. Outside, the city starts awakening. Cars and bicycles begin to move, but inside these walls the world feels lighter, swaying to a slower groove. And I don't know where the hours go when the music fills the air. Maybe time forgets to move in places made of comfort, light and care. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright, notes inside her journal. By the window facing east, a young man reads a worn-out novel while enjoying his morning feast. Someone waits for an old companion. Someone dreams about a distant sea. Someone hums along with the piano without realizing the melody. The bass keeps walking through the harmony like footsteps down a peaceful road. And the brushes paint the rhythm with a touch both warm and old. Steam rises from ceramic coffee cups like tiny clouds that slowly disappear. And every laugh becomes a memory that somehow feels so sincere. Maybe happiness is hidden in the smallest things we find. A quiet room, a favorite song, and a peaceful state of mind. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. The sunlight slowly climbs the walls, touching photographs and shelves. And for a little while it feels like nobody needs to be anywhere else. The sound of turning pages mingles with the clinking of porcelain, creating its own kind of rhythm that settles softly deep within. Outside, people rush toward tomorrow, chasing dreams they cannot see. But inside this little cafe, life unfolds so naturally. There's no need for grand adventures or stories meant to impress. Sometimes beauty lives in moments wrapped in quiet tenderness. And the music keeps reminding me of things I often leave behind. How peace can live inside a morning when the heart is unconfined. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every note shines warm and bright. Coffee cups and conversations drifting softly through the light. The piano sings a simple story, and the guitar gently follows through. In the little cafe on Willow Lane, every morning feels brand new. Maybe all the world's great wonders are not as far as people say. Maybe they exist in moments that quietly arrive each day. In the scent of fresh espresso, in the beam of golden sun, in a melody that lingers long after the song is done. Maybe joy is not a destination waiting somewhere down the road. Maybe it is simply